Season 1 is out in the Elder Scrolls Online, bringing along with it a new Tamriel Tome and fresh additions to the Gold Coast Bazaar. Hey everyone, it's Spopes. In this video, I'm going to provide a condensed form of the sections of my stream from yesterday, where I reviewed the new Gold Coast Bazaar seasonal items and the new Season 1 Tamriel Tome. Spoiler alert, I'm pretty disappointed with the new seasonal Gold Coast Bazaar items, but the new Tamriel Tome is okay. Before we get into it, please do like, hype, and sub, and consider upgrading your support with a membership, a merch purchase, or a donation. So in the seasonal section of the Gold Coast Bazaar, we do have quite a few new items. The Dremora Deceiver's Diadem, which gives you little horns like you're some kind of anime girl. And then we have the Sea Stone Browplate. That's decent. We have the Dungeon Explorer costume. It's kind of a cool backpack. And this is the Fisher Folk Workwear. That's cool, I guess. You got a basket of fish in your back. What I am stoked to see is the Plant Yourself emote. And somehow I missed this. And I do really like it. I like all of these throne emotes. I am actually going to go ahead and snag this right now. I am pleased they added this. Then we also do have the Furnishing the Statue of the Ascendant Lord. As far as these statues go, this is pretty minimal. It doesn't have any lighting or VFX to it. Okay, and apparently this was a reward for the first High Isle event. So it's cool it's back. I don't know if I need this. Now, Alchemy was given out as a free house guest. I do remember this, and I believe 2024 or 23 as part of the daily login rewards. The Druidic Knotwork body and face tattoos. I couldn't care less this is available. I'm gonna be honest. The Nyx Ox Warsteed is also available for a whopping 4,500 trade bars. Is it even remotely worth it? It just looks like an average normal Nyx Ox. Yeah, pass. Then the Treasure Hunter's Horse for 4,000 trade bars. But then we do have some pretty good pets. This is the Atmoran Bantam Guar. I call these the Seizure Guars. We had one last time around too. I don't understand why they're shaking like that. This is going to trigger epileptics just looking at this thing. Like, I feel like I'm going to have a seizure for the first time in my life just looking at this pet. Then we have the Clouded Cinch Leopard Cub. Okay. The Cold Harbor Phantom Guar, though, is actually pretty appealing to me. Not going to lie. That looks cool. It's not shaking. Like, it's just kind of sitting there with some glowing eyes. I do like that. Then we have the Nenalata Aliad Wolf Pup. I don't know where this came from, but I do kind of like that glowing jewel on its head. It's pretty bright, the glow on that jewel. And then here we have the Orchid Fall Veil Fawn, which I actually have fawned over at various times. I do like this pet a lot. I feel like it would go well with a variety of my characters. I like it better than the red version that is also in the Gold Coast Bazaar. It's kind of sad it's a reskin, but that's what I'm going to think about. I might snag this. This is the Peddler Pack Pony, which you would think would give you more inventory space, but it is not an inventory pet. It's cool enough. Got some rugs on it. And the Peddler Pack Cinch Lion. I'm seeing a theme here. The Peddler Pack Spider. The Peddler Pack Wolf Cub. And the Pellucid Swamp Jelly. Ooh, that is cool. Look how translucent that is. I am a big fan of this. Nice. I do like this. I like it a lot. It's almost ghostly, but you can tell it's just like meant to be like made of a translucent gelatinous material. Damn, I might have to grab that. Then we have the Scruffy Skyrim Paint Pony. All right, doesn't look very scruffy to me. It's got some pretty immaculate braids. And now on to the paintings, the ESO Plus paintings that are coming back. Carapace Caverns, Leowyn Awaits, The Stitches, and a statue Oriel of Garlus Aegea. I do like Oriel. I'm not going to get any of these, but it's cool it's there. Dibella, Kynareth, Air Goddess, Meridia, the Bright Lady, Mora, Lord of Secrets, Nocturnal, the Gloam Queen, Periite, the Taskmaster, Prince Hugh, Redguard Warrior Statuettes, Steadfast Stendar, Sirabane, the Warlock, Trinimac, Paragon, Vermena, Dreamweaver, and Wolf and Warrior Statuette. And that's it. That is actually it. Yeah, there's really not a lot here, is there? Kind of disappointing. There are a few pets that are a bit alluring, and then just basically all this ESO plus stuff that people might have missed over the years with kind of deceptive looking thumbnails for it. Like that's not actually green. This is not actually purple. Couple just absolute trash mounts. Yeah, the seasonal items in the Gold Coast Bazaar are pretty bad. Pretty bad. But that's it for the Gold Coast Bazaar. The offerings this season are pretty mid. I am surprised by how little is really there. It's definitely kind of disappointing. All right, so the new Season 1 Tamriel Tome is out. So we're going to go page by page, covering first the free and then the premium rewards. So we're going to get, as always, 8,000 seals from this in one way or another. The first page does have 875. I'm going to go ahead and claim that and claim the trade bars. And then also on page 1, we have the Chevalier's Honor face tattoo, the Charming Rogue dagger, which is just kind of easily forgettable in my opinion, and some Gold Coast experience scrolls, 2 of them. In the paid rewards on page 1, we have the Valiant Rogue dagger. Now, the VFX on this is absolutely insane. You have this pink glow combined with this yellow ball. Like, this is just over the top. Like, I feel like almost over designed. And it's so freaking pink. You also do get some Alliance War skill line scrolls in page 1 of the paid pass. The Arrow's Sting skin, which I don't know. I do like how it's kind of bright glowing green, but I don't get what's up with that. I don't get the point. You also get 2 Grand Gold Coast experience scrolls on page 1 of the paid pass and Way Shrine navigation charts. I'm having trouble figuring out what these really do. Anyway, on to page 2. On the free track, we have 750 more trade bars, which I'm going to go ahead and snag, and 925 more seals, also grabbing that. Plus, we have a woodworking upgrade kit containing 8 rosin and some other upgrade materials, the Charming Rogue bow, and again, this weapon style does absolutely nothing for me, and a bunch of tri-restoration potions, always good to have. Then in the paid track on page 2, we have the Valiant Rogue bow. This time we have 2 glowing yellow balls and even more pink VFX. We have the Charming Rogue girdle, belt, and sash. We have the Veiled Strike Autumn Gold skill style. That's fine, I guess. Then we also have some instant research scrolls, blacksmithing, clothing, jewelry, and woodworking, plus Gold Coast Swift Survivor elixirs. All right, on to page 3. So on the free track of page 3, you get, I believe it's just 1 Bandari Peddler crate, 1,000 trade bars, some bounty sheets. These are furnishings, a bunch of Thieves Guild related furnishings all in a pack. There are 19 of them. The Charming Rogue shield, and it looks like, again, 1 Sunken Trove crate. I'm glad they're bringing Sunken Trove back. It's been a while. And then in the paid track, we have the Valiant Rogue shield, which is just crazy bright, seizure inducing. This is the season of the seizure, I feel like. 10k Telvar stones, which is very appreciated. Blade Cloak Jade Arrow. This is a skill style. Looks pretty decent. I don't, again, really use Blade Cloak, though. Gold Coast Warrior elixirs and Gold Coast Spellcaster elixirs. And that's it for page 3. On page 4, in the free track, we have 1250 trade bars, the Charming Rogue axe, again, all these things are just boring, 950 seals, the Chevalier's Honor body tattoo. I just don't understand. Does anyone like these tattoos? Does anyone wear them? Like, does anyone enjoy them? Why do they keep putting them out? And a clothing upgrade kit containing 8 dreg wax and some other upgrade materials. In the paid track, we have the Charming Rogue gauntlets, bracers, and gloves. And then the Valiant Rogue axe, which is like the rest of the Valiant Rogue stuff, just insanely bright and over the top. Crown lethal poisons, the hyena cub. I still really don't know how I feel about the hyenas. And then you also get 100 transmute crystals. On to page 5. Here we have the Charming Rogue maul, 1,000 seals, the Blade Cloak gold arrow skill style, So we already had one for Blade Cloak, right? Yeah, we had Blade Cloak Jade Arrow in the Premium Pass. And now in the free track, we also have Gold Arrow 2 pages later. 10k Telvar, 75 Transmute Crystals. Then in the paid track on page 5, we have the Valiant Rogue Maul. 1,500 trade bars. Those are the additional trade bars you get by having the Premium Pass. A jewelry crafting research crate, including a protective ring and necklace, and also a bloodthirsty ring and necklace, in case you haven't gotten those traits yet on your crafter. And then we have the Hughes Bane Hyena, which is just a reskin of the Senchrots. Hyenas don't look like that. They don't have like giant beefy chests and shoulders. Has no one ever seen The Lion King? I don't know. This strikes me as a really bad combination of ugly and low effort. So, yeah. Then we have an adventuring supply pack here with 200 lockpicks, 200 soul gems, 20 crown repair kits, and 10 group repair kits. That's useful, I guess. On to page 6. On the free track on page 6, we have 1,500 trade bars. The blacksmithing upgrade kit that we all knew was coming with 8 tempering alloys and other items. We have a bunch more furnishings. There's 14 in this pack. They are all food related. Pie dish, a red guard mug, Colovian grapes, etc. The charming rogue sword, and 5,000 archival fortunes. Okay, I will not say no to that. I am always in need of archival fortunes, so kudos sauce, thanks for that. In the paid track on page 6, we have the Valiant Rogue Sword. And you guys know me, I like bright shiny stuff, but even I feel like they went too far with all this. We have the Charming Rogue Feat items, Spring Green Grim Focus. All right, let's take a look at this. Wait, does Grim Focus usually use a bow? People were really into this a while back, but I never really followed the meta at that point. Does it usually have a bow, or did they add that with this? Then we have the Gold Coast Trapping Poison here as well, and Gold Coast Draining Poisons. These are just so useless. All the potions and poisons aside from the Try Restore, like, I just don't need to have them in here at all. All right, page 7. On the free track, we have 2 more Bandari Peddler crates. These are some of the worst crates in my opinion. It's hard to get excited about that. We have 1,025 seals, another utterly unwanted charming rogue weapon, another adventuring supply pack. Was the last one in the premium rewards and this one's in the free? I think that's what happened here. And then the Sunken Trove crate. We have 2 of those. I am stoked to get the Sunken Trove crates, that's for sure. Then in the premium rewards, we have the charming rogue pants, the Valiant Rogue mace, 10 outfit change tokens. Fine, whatever. And the Explorer's Travel Parcel, which contains 5 crown lessons for each mount stat, and then another Wayshrine navigation chart. And then we also have a bundle of 2 Grand Gold Coast Experience Scrolls and 2 Grand Alliance War Skill Scrolls. Nice. I'm trying to get through all the veterancy levels, so that's going to be useful. Page 8 free rewards includes 1,750 trade bars, the Charming Rogue Staff, 1,050 seals, another Explorer's Travel Parcel, this time in the free area, and a bundle of 3 each blacksmithing, clothing, jewelry, and woodworking research scrolls. In the paid track, we have an alchemy craft bag containing 20 each of Blessed Thistle, Bugloss, is it Bugloss? Bugloss? Columbine, Cornflower, Dragonthorn, Lady Smock, Mountain Flower, and Water Hyacinth. You also have 100 transmute crystals, the charming rogue chest pieces, and Deathstroke Autumn Gold, the skill style. A bunch of dual wield skill styles here. That's fine enough. Whatevs. Then we have the Valiant Rogue Staff. Again, just so over the top, but this might grow on me over time. On to page 9. 1,075 seals, another alchemy craft bag, some furnishings. So we have a pile of dubious riches, a Khajiit statue, red guard vessel. I'm curious what this dubious riches looks like. Oh, it's like a pile of gold. Okay. The Khajiit statue is pretty cool. Charming rogue battle axe and 2,000 trade bars. In the premium track, we have the charming rogue shoulders. I haven't been previewing any of these. I just assume I'm not going to like it. The Valiant Rogue battle axe, companion commendation parcels. These are kind of useful. There are 3 each of Fighters Guild, Mages, and Undaunted. Whirlwind Spring Green. Okay, this was not talked about, but Whirlwind is like the only skill that I really use. I mean, the only dual wield skill I use. The Whirling Blades is pretty good. It's also pretty minimal. It doesn't leave any like lingering effect or anything. All right, last of the numbered pages, we have page 10. Free rewards, 1100 seals, the Charming Rogue Greatsword, and the Golden Dwarven Spider, which is actually pretty awesome. I like this a lot. This is probably the first reward in the free track, at least. I've been like, honestly, the paid track too. I've been like, nice. This is actually really cool. I've been looking forward to this. Then the Nirnhoned Research Crate and an Infinite Archive Aid box that has some offensive, defensive, and utility verses, along with 3 transformation verses. Then we do have a scribing supplies container in the premium track that contains a focus, signature, and affix script, along with 9 luminous inks, 2,500 gold, the Charming Rogue hats, and finally Cambio Zamis. He is on page 10 of the premium Tamriel Tome for season 1. And this is really the main chase for pretty much everybody. Then we also have the Valiant Rogue Greatsword. Now on to the bonus pages. In the free track, you have 25,000 alliance points. That will help for veterancy. We also have 3 Bandari Peddler crates here, 20 Undaunted keys, that'll be useful, and 20,000 gold. And then in the premium track, on the first bonus page, we have 3 Alliance War Grand Skill Line scrolls, very useful. 75 writ vouchers, 100 transmute crystals, 3 major experience commendations. These give your companion 50,000 experience, and 50 crown fortifying meals. Bewitched sugar skulls are better. And last bonus page, the second bonus page. Free track. We have the major experience commendation, a grand amnesty edict. These are very useful. Gets rid of 100k bounty all at once. The final 3 sunken trove crates, 50 more writ vouchers, and 75 transmute crystals. And then last page in the premium rewards. We have 3 instant all research scrolls, 75 crown mimic stones, 50 crown refreshing drinks, 50,000 gold, and 30 more undaunted keys. That does it for all the pages, but we're also going to cover what you get when you upgrade your tome to either Premium or Premium Plus. All right, so in the Premium track, we already covered you get the skin, you get the hyena, you get Cambio Zamis. But then if you do get the Premium Plus track, you get the Dawn Gold Corgi and 2 caches of tome points. Overall, you get 4,000 tome points. So that is everything that is in the Tamriel Tomes. Let's go ahead and look at this Corgi, though, too, really quick. I mean, that Corgi is so cute. I'm going to get it, and I'm going to name it Ein. I'm going to get this. I'm going to get the Premium Plus because I have the tokens for it, and because I want Cambio Zamis, mainly. But yeah, the Premium Plus, it needs to be made more worth it. The only reason I'm getting this is just because I have the tome tokens. As you just saw, I share the sentiment of many in the community in being disappointed with the additions to the Gold Coast Bazaar this season. It's crazy that what we had last season was actually a lot better. There really aren't a lot of attractive items in which to invest your trade bars. Hopefully, Zos will do better next season, and it's not like it's 100% horrible. There are some items that I definitely like, ones that I already got, but I just generally feel like the devs could do a lot better with these. With every new season, we should be monumentally hyped for the new Gold Coast Bazaar, and that is definitely not the way I felt with these new additions. As far as the Tamriel Tome goes, the premium track is mainly worth it for the fence assistant, though there are a few other good odds and ends thrown in there. This is my first season actually experiencing Tamriel Tomes the way it was meant to be experienced. Last season, I just used all my tome caches up front and didn't have to grind anything. So I'm right in there in the grind with all of you, getting those tome points to unlock the later levels. So in the comments, let us know what you think about the Gold Coast Bazaar seasonal items and the new Tamriel Tome. Whether you think they're mid, wonderful, terrible, leave it all in the comments. Also, do let us know what you think overall of the new season. For my full coverage of the new season, check out the stream linked above. And keep in mind that tomorrow I'll also be coming out with a review of the new favors and dynamic encounter systems, so the season 1 coverage will continue. But yeah, let us know what you think in the comments. Before you go, please support the channel by liking, hyping, and subbing. And please consider going the extra mile by supporting me with a Spopes Army membership. Plans are affordable and come with excellent perks. A merch purchase, there are items below the video and also my Fourth Wall site, or a donation. You can donate on Fourth Wall or here on YouTube in the form of super thanks. I'm so grateful for all your support, but I'm even more grateful to God. So we're going to finish up as always with a prayer to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Lord, thank you for the Elder Scrolls Online and the studio that develops it at ZOS. Please be with the studio in these difficult times. Grant them your Holy Spirit to guide them and strengthen them to make the game even better from here. Lord, I thank you for my community and for the excellent stream that we had, all the interesting theological and economic discussions. Please continue to strengthen my community, both strengthen me and strengthen the community around me. Bless us all in these times. Lord Christ, I give you all glory for this video and for my channel. Lord, in your mercy, hear our prayer. Thanks for watching until the end. Before you go, please do like, hype, and sub. And when you do subscribe, turn on notifications because I'll be back soon with new content.